What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Gakis, and today a new weekly reset has just hit Destiny 2, bringing with it some things you absolutely want to know about, including something that's an outright scam. And so, let's get started. Alright, now the first thing I saw when logging into Destiny 2 after the weekly reset was this Marathon pop-up. So, in case you don't know, yesterday Marathon released its pre-order trailer and officially announced its release date of March 5th, 2026. Which massively conflicts with the next major update for Destiny 2 Shadow and Order, which is supposed to come out March 3rd. Well, that's being reported that may no longer be the case. Did a full video on a Shadow and Order potentially being delayed, linked right up above. But, in-game, as you can see, if you pre-order Marathon, you do get access to some Destiny 2 goodies. There is a ship, there's a ghost shell, and there's a sparrow, as you can see right here. Now, we're going to talk more about Marathon in a second, but the next thing I saw actually in the portal is that, as you can see right here, when I hover over solo ops and all of the other different portal activity options, fireteam ops, arena ops, it actually tells me there is an accelerator active. I don't think this was a thing before, and if it was, I just never noticed it, I guess. But I think this is something new Bungie added where it will just tell you if there's an active like event modifier when you are hovering over these different options. So yes, this says Text Mechanica weapons deal overcharged damage in portal activities. Then if we actually go into solo ops and check out the modifiers, as you can see, we find it right here. The Foundry sponsorship for this week is Text Mechanica, with the same text that they deal overcharged damage in portal activities. Now, later on, I ended up switching characters and I got this pop-up right here. So some of you may have this when you log into the game, again announcing this Text Mechanica Weapon Foundry sponsorship. But what exactly does this modifier do, and how much damage are we talking about in terms of an increase? Well, as you can see right here, this modifier is available within the rule modifiers section. You can take it off. It does not affect your score, so like the other event modifiers, it is kind of purely beneficial. And importantly, as you can see, you actually can have it on or off within the firing range. So I grab a Text Mechanica weapon, and the one I get is one of the better weapons in the game, actually, the Yeartide Apex. That's right, this is actually a Text Mechanica weapon. So I take this submachine gun down to the firing range, I shoot this target frame, and I deal 20 damage per shot. Alright, now I'm going to head back and put this modifier on. Let's head back in and see how much damage I deal now with that overcharged damage. And it's the exact same with 20 damage per shot. So what the heck is going on here? I even switched the origin trait to Text Balanced Stock to kind of prove to the game I'm using a Text Mechanica weapon game, and it's still 20 damage per shot. So I'm thinking, maybe it's the firing range. The next thing I do is go into an actual portal activity, the creation solo ops. So I took it off for this one. So at a base level, I'm dealing 14 damage for a body shot here with the Yeartide. I have another Text Mechanica weapon here, the Terminus Horizon. Again, you can see, belongs to Text Mechanica. I am using the Text Mechanica origin trait, right? That's going to deal 98 damage for a body shot against this red bar goblin. Then I go back into orbit. I put on this Text Mechanica event modifier. I go right back in, so same conditions, didn't change anything else. 14 damage and 98 damage. The exact same damage values as before with two different Text Mechanica weapons. So this event is outright a scam. Like, multiple Text Mechanica weapons, in fact, you know, one of them being like the best legendary Text Mechanica weapon in the game, the Yeartide Apex, is seemingly not affected by doing overcharged damage. Like, it doesn't do any extra damage. Now, if overcharged damage means something other than increasing the damage at a base level, like maybe it's overcharged damage against a certain enemy type, but if that's the case, that's also a scam. We just got out of a week of having all of your heavy weapons do double damage, and now you're telling me only Tex Mechanica weapons, and there's not a lot of them, are doing, I guess, 0 extra bonus damage at a base level. So again, maybe there's a weapon or a scenario I didn't test, but even if there is a weird scenario where this actually works at a base level, this is next to useless. I would say, obviously have it on just in case. Maybe Bungie fixes this down the road, but we have had so much more impactful and better event modifiers in the past. This one, you might as well just ignore. I don't think I would really change your loadouts to accommodate Tex Mechanica weapons this week, which is very unfortunate. Now, going back to Marathon a bit, but speaking of the store, some of you might have a different pop-up this week, and that is a new Eververse Armor Set has been added, as you can see right here. Now, this looks like it could have been like a Diablo 4 crossover, to be honest, but regardless, it actually does look sick. You're going to see how all of these armor sets look and all 3 different characters, starting with the Titan here. Now, interestingly, you can see that with the Titan, I have a hood over my helmet, but when I go and inspect my helmet, it does not have that hood. And then when I go and inspect some other stuff, you can see, I'm inspecting the chest piece, which does come with the wings, by the way. It doesn't show a hood over my other helmet, but you kind of can see the hood pulled down, right? On top of the shoulders, on top of the traps. So I think it only has the hood when you're using it with this specific helmet, right? The helmet itself, again, does not have the hood. Just want to mention that because if you are considering, buying this, you don't want to be surprised when you try to put on this helmet with a different armor set and suddenly you don't have the hood, right? And you can see again how it looks on the Warlock here. Same thing, the hood does not come with the helmet. I think it comes with the chest piece and the helmet combined. And then finally, we do have the Hunter. Something to note for the Hunter actually is that the wings, as you can see, come with the class item this time, right? They're not part of the chest piece like the other 2 characters. So, sick looking armor sets if you are so inclined, but another cosmetic, something missing from the store, is the Marathon crossover. So, I saw it being reported yesterday that Destiny 2 was going to get this Marathon crossover bundle as a free bundle of Marathon inspired cosmetics to help promote Marathon. I could not find that anywhere in the store. Now, in fairness, my store is glitched. I actually restarted my game several times. You can see it's just not showing me the featured items for whatever reason. Now, Editor Cac is popping in here 2 hours after launch. I just checked, it is still not available in the store. I actually went to the Bungie.net help section and found that it is supposed to be a free bundle launching today, January 20th, and it's nowhere to be found, at least yet, so just keep that in mind, guys. Should be coming, but apparently the store is glitched and it's not there right now. That is going to be it for what you need to know with this new weekly reset. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.